supplies, give out scholarships, even help build a playground. We'll have more on their fundraising efforts and their mission. Why Peru and why this school?
Okay. So the fundraiser started in 2007.
Okay.
And
12 years.
Yep. And that was actually the year where I became a brother of the fraternity Phi Iota Alpha. During that time period, they asked me, what would you do as a member of the organization? And that question just hit me very hard, and I wanted to make a difference. And that's when the whole fundraising started for the school in Peru.
How did you go about selecting that particular school in that particular country?
Well, there's a very nice story to that. My grandfather helped to lead the construction of the first school. He donated part of his house so the schools, so the students can come in and learn. And that was really, and through that and other institutions, they were able to actually build the first school. And that's why it was easy for me to go there and actually help support them.
How big of a school?
There's two buildings.
Yeah.
There's the pre-K, which has around 198 students right now, and the elementary that has 130 students right now.
Carlos, you're still a student at St. John's, right?
Yes.
You're part of the fraternity. Your role in terms of developing funds is what?
Currently the civic engagement coordinator for the Northeast region. So I basically work in philanthropy and community service efforts. And wanted to work with Waldo to expand on the project that I felt like he was so passionate about, and that passion came to me as well.
Yeah, what attracted you to get involved in this?
Well,
because you're not even Peruvian. He's from Peru. You're Dominican.
When I joined the fraternity, it has the mission of Pan-Americanism. And the mission was based on finding more the similarities and the brotherhood of Latinos instead of being the differences. And so through that project, he built a school in Peru and helped build the school and everything. And because of that, I wanted to get more involved. When I was joining, I never thought I could be part of this project on such a large scale.
How do you respond to people who say to you, we love what you're doing, it's great that it's making an impact, but why not focus on a local school in our area? How do you answer them?
Right. So Peru, the school is located in Santa Eulalia, Peru. It's in a rural area of Peru. Right now, Peru has a poverty of 20%. In the rural areas, it's a lot more impoverished. Some of the students that go there, in their homes, they don't have proper electricity or plumbing. So the fact that we can help them, and even the school doesn't have all the materials that they need to do as good as a job as they can do, the teachers. So we try to help them in all of that. That's what also makes us a little different, is that a lot of times we give into other foundations or institutions, but do you really know where the money is going?
Yes.
To that end, we Facebook Live everything. In our Instagram page, our Facebook pictures, we upload all the receipts that day of the event to show proof of where all the money went. If any additional expenses came, like transportations, those are covered by me. But the idea is to give trust to everybody who's donated. And so also for them to see the difference, that every dollar that they gave, where exactly it went and how did it change the student's life.
And Waldo, how often do you go make the trip to your home country, to the school, to say, aquí estamos, with a check for you guys, and I'm sure you Facebook that as well. How often are you there to give them something that has been generated through finances and through fundraising?
I go about once a year, and during that time, I always go during my vacation. So I have my job, I take 2 weeks off. I use, 3 or 4 of those days just to organize everything, get the scholastic materials myself, speak to the teachers, speak to the principal, make sure that everything gets done the right way.
Wow. And I'm guessing, Carlos, that $100 in Peru probably stretches a little further than $100 in the United States or in Queens, yes?
One of the main things that's kind of like a benefit of the project is that we buy the materials in Peru, so we could go take that money into the local economy as well to take it to the kids.
But what can you do with $100 in Peru that would surprise people, because $100 here, you can't do much?
Absolutely, you're perfectly right. To give you an idea, the scholarship that we give is summer camp. For the students, they can pick two things, swimming, karate, mini chef, even academics like science and math, to do it while they're off from school, and that is only worth $100.
Big difference with a little amount of money.
Yes.
Which goes a long way. Where do you stand in terms of this year and fundraising? I know last year you set a record, didn't you?
Yes. We raised a little over $2,000, and we used those funds for scholarships and the playground for the elementary, for the pre-K school. And that was probably our biggest fundraising that we did. And it was great. The kids, when you see them in these pictures, it was amazing to see them play. They haven't seen a playground like that ever.
Anywhere.
Ever.
Right? Because
Ever.
where they are in Peru, if the playground wasn't there, what would they normally do to occupy themselves in terms of fun and excitement and entertainment?
There are a few parks, but they're relatively far away.
Yeah.
And most people, not everybody has a car. So you really have to either take a taxi or just walk a very long distance to get to some of these very nice parks.
Carlos, can you share with me the personal satisfaction that you get from really changing the lives of young kids? Granted, they're in another country, in another continent, far away, but the work that you're doing is making a difference academically in their lives.
It's a satisfaction I really can't compare. It's just like doing something that is greater than myself and greater than even my own life. When I look at those kids, even though I haven't met them personally yet, which is one of my life goals, to actually go and just go meet the kids.
Yep.
I see them on the Facebook page. I see the daily lives of the kids going to class and going to school. And the biggest happiness I receive when they see the playground, like, the juego llegaron, los juegos. And they went in there, they would start playing in the games. And it's like, I helped do that. And it's like a very personal, gratifying feeling that I can never forget.
Te paran los pelos, right? I mean, you say, wow, we're really, what we're doing is important and it's making the difference. Yes. And tell me about the scholarships. Are the scholarships, you said summer camp before, so are the scholarships athletically oriented or academically oriented?
The scholarships are academics. So we take the top students with biggest grades and we award them the scholarships. Last year we did 4, and the year before that we started with 2. So this year we're aiming to have for 8 students. And one of the feedback that I got from the principal was that a lot of the students are trying harder now. They want that summer camp. They don't have that opportunity to go to a swimming pool or try ballet for the first time. So they really work very hard to get it. And that's good. That's our goal. That's one of our main goals is to have the kids, you know, do very well educationally. And we're working towards that all the time.
You're the guy who goes to deliver the check. You're the guy who goes from the United States to say, here, this is what we're doing for you and for your children. Can you share with me what the parents tell you and the hugs that they give you when they say, thank you for helping my son, my daughter?
It's a very emotional moment.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It's a very emotional
A lot of tears,
moment.
right?
Yes, yes. You try to control yourself, but you hear a lot of the stories. These kids are working with their parents at the age of 11, 10. You hear this kid, he's working in a mechanic shop, taking tires out, taking rims out. And you know what? Like, kids shouldn't be doing that at that age, but you know what? They need to. And it's the way that the country is.
We'll wrap it up with this. I know you guys are looking for benefactors and people to match donations. Where can they go to get more information if they want to send a check to make a difference in the life of a young kid?
They can go to our website or Instagram page.
We've posted it.
We posted it, and all the funding is down to the crowd change page.
Right.
You know, it's all on their website. Every dollar that's in there will go towards there.
Very transparent. People can know where the money's going. Un placer. Thank you guys for doing what you're doing and making a difference in the lives of many young kids.